Have you ever felt like getting rich is completely impossible? Well, I'm here to flip that mindset right on its head. Today, I'm going to be breaking down 10 reasons why getting rich is a lot easier than you think. And I promise a few of these will absolutely blow your mind. So let's go ahead and dive into this. The first one, access to knowledge has never been cheaper or easier. When you start thinking of generations past, you needed thousands of dollars, college degrees to learn about money, to learn about finance. Now, you can learn literally anything that you want, from investing, real estate, building a business, creating a financial empire for free on YouTube. You could even go on e-commerce. You could look at books. Information is no longer being gatekept by the individuals that have them. If you want more knowledge, if you want to, let's say, educate yourself financially, you can hop on, you can check out YouTube, you can watch hours or days or even years of videos when it comes to financial education just like this, because access to knowledge has never been cheaper. Reason number two, side hustles are everywhere. When you look at the opportunity to have side hustles, even if you have a regular 9 to 5, having that side hustle, you can look at Uber, you can do DoorDash, freelancing, flipping products, even going for Pokemon cards, which is kind of crazy with everyone that is scalping them and making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year from scalping Pokemon cards. Yes, it's kind of crazy. If you wanted to start earning an extra income today, you could absolutely do it. You could hop on, you could sign up as a delivery driver, and there's also a crazy amount of freelance things and side hustles that you can do online, including YouTube, to make some extra money. You could hop over to Instagram, you could jump on TikTok. Might take a little bit of time to get it going, but overall, those side hustles are completely everywhere. Before we move into our next one, if you like the content that I'm providing out here to our YouTube videos, definitely consider liking and subscribing. And let's get into number three. Investing is simple. Investing is accessible for everyone. You don't need a fancy broker. You don't need to pay those high fees. When we start looking at Robinhood, when you look at Fidelity, Webull, when you look at M1 Finance, you can buy fractional shares as little as $5, meaning that investing is no longer for the rich. Anyone can build wealth. Anyone can start investment accounts. When we start thinking about 401k plans, HSA plans, IRA plans, there are so many things that people can invest in because it is a very simplified approach. Me personally, I have a 3 ETF portfolio, making it super simple, making it super easy. As long as you're making constant contributions in there and really focusing, it will build, it will start that compounding interest, and you will see it grow over time. And just the same with investing. If you ever have questions about investing, you have access to Google, you have access to the largest search engine in the world that can answer any question that you would ever have, making investing super simple, super accessible to everyone. Now, number four, scaling online businesses. This is another one. When we think of larger platforms, looking at Amazon, Shopify, Etsy, it is possible to sell goods and services worldwide, literally without leaving your home. And this is also something that you can scale 24/7. That's an absolute game changer. Now, I know when it comes to scalable businesses, again, it might take a little bit to set up. You might need some products and services, but even a lot of people are buying things, let's say on Temu, selling them on Amazon and marking them up to make that margin. There are so many different ways, again, with those side hustles, with those scalable businesses, that you can be actually pulling in a lot of money with them itself. Now, reason number five, low startup costs. Forget about $100,000 to open a store. All you need is a smartphone and an internet connection. It is absolutely crazy what you can do with a smartphone nowadays. And we know it's your own personal computer right in your pocket, but it can be your storefront where you're selling goods and services. It can be your cash register if you're using something like Square. It can be your billboard if you're advertising, all in your pocket, all in a smartphone. Even if you're looking to do YouTube, like we said, all you need is a smartphone. You don't need the cameras. You don't need the fancy microphones. You don't need the lighting. You can literally start with the phone that is in your pocket when you start on some of these low-cost startups. Now, reason number six, social media is free marketing. Now, back in the day, if you're older like me, you needed to buy ads in TV, you needed billboard, you needed even ads in the paper. Now, one single viral TikTok can launch a brand for free to hundreds of millions of people, meaning that with the advancement of technology, it also gives us access to markets that we have never seen before and access to global markets. When you think of YouTube, and I do have a gaming channel as well, a lot of the videos for my gaming channel have actually been moved over and dubbed over in Chinese versus English. And they have a kind of crazy to my knowledge, but going over and having it in different languages and having some of the content for the video games that I do, and it is worldwide content dubbed in different languages just because I play a game. Reason number 7, the global economy. This is a point where you are not limited to hometown stores anymore. Whether you're a graphic designer, you're a drop shipper, you can reach Australia, Germany, Brazil, China, the United States. Global demand and global products make it much easier to make money anywhere in the world. It is not just, geographically locked into a hometown store. Even everything, if you have a smaller store, you can go ahead and post it, whether it's Facebook Marketplace. You can sell your products and services to people on a global economy, which I was actually a card store. If you're familiar, I do collect Magic the Gathering cards. And I was in the card store and I said, "You don't have any of a particular card?" He said, "Oh no, we sell all of those on TCG," which of course you have a physical location, but almost everything they're selling is on TGC, and it is on a global marketplace for trading cards. So kind of crazy to think even local smaller stores still do have that worldwide presence. Reason number 8, automated and AI. When you look at ChatGPT, when you look at Canva, when you look at bookkeeping, when you look at payroll apps, you can run businesses with artificial intelligence almost entirely on autopilot. Might have a monthly fee, but overall it means you can focus on growing your business just like we do with YouTube. Instead of going on the boring tasks or the tasks that you really don't understand, you can make AI tools and utilize AI tools, and it's starting to be built in and a lot more intuitive with pretty much everything you do. If you go and you fire up a browser, chances are AI is behind there. If you're looking at a Word document, they have AI built behind there. There are so many things that are incorporated with AI, and that is one of the big reasons why I invest in those larger companies and why I invest in artificial intelligence. Now, reason number 9, wealth building communities. This is another place where I love to spend a lot of my time. When you look at thousands or tens of thousands of free Facebook groups, we have Reddit communities, we have Discord servers where you can learn directly from people who are already building wealth or whoever has figured it out. You don't have to do it alone. That is something that I really want to talk about when it comes to financial education, when it comes to budgeting, when it comes to being able to build a budget, when it comes to pretty much anything financially. I have had a lot of exposure to it. You don't have to feel like you're doing it alone. You don't have to feel like you're left alone. And there is no one to answer your questions because I am always here. If you drop me a question in the comment down below, I'm going to see it and I'm going to respond to you personally. And number 10, compounding growth works in your favor. Time is on your side. If you start investing early, even if it is tiny amounts, compounding interest is going to grow those dollars into hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars over a couple decades. Getting rich is a marathon. If you see anything that is get rich quick, chances are it could be a scam, it could be fraud, or there is a very, very high amount of risk that is behind it. So be super cautious when it comes to those investment strategies. But when it comes to that compounding, the sooner you start, the easier it gets, the faster it builds, which is very cool. So when we start looking at it, there you have it. 10 reasons why getting rich is easier than you think in 2025. Which one was most shocking to you? Drop a comment down below. Let's talk about it. Let's have a discussion. If you want me to break down exactly how to start, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, because the next video is going to break down a step-by-step for building those income streams, and I will definitely see you there.